how to pass interviews.
Hello, Tom. I know about your success, about your YouTube channel. I am sure that you are going to be expanding and growing more and more. Saludos, Tomás.
So this question came from actually my assistant. Maybe she's looking for a job, I don't know, but she works for me. In fact, she works inside my office, right? And I was always looking for like video topic ideas. And I asked her like, what's a good video topic idea? And she says, well, how do you pass interviews? Well, then I ask her, are you looking for a job, right? Anyways, I'm looking for more CEO assistants because, I think I could use more help. I'm like totally overwhelmed, right? So I'm looking for more CEO assistants to help me with many, many things. And I jokingly said that, maybe we have a numbering system. So she could be ask one and ask two and ask three. Maybe you have three assistants. Ask one, ask two, ask three. Easy to reference. I don't have to remember their names, right? Okay, so getting to the point. How do you pass interviews? So first of all, I have a video about how to hire and fire people, how to hire people, and I also have a video about how to fire people, right? Hey, watch those first. Those will tell you a lot. But how do you pass interviews? "500 horsepower, this guy, man. Super, super fast." Okay, how do you pass interviews? Well, first of all, let's talk about me, all right? When I interview people, there are a few critical questions I ask, like, why did you quit your last job? I ask a lot of questions about job competency. Can they do the job, right? And then I ask them about, do they know anything about our company? And oftentimes they don't know. Do you know what we do? I don't know. I just saw the job posting and I come. Right? They don't know. And I'm like, if you don't know what we do, why are you here? Right? So you're just like playing the numbers game. You come here, play the numbers game. You don't even know what we do. So in those cases, I tell them to go back home and go study what our company does. And when they're interested, they can come back, right? And oftentimes people consider that as failure and then they don't come back again, right? But one telltale sign is that you want the people that come interview to really want to work for your company, right? If they don't even know what your company does and they're here doing the interview, there's no guarantee they're gonna love the job, right? So one thing I always ask is, do you know what we do? And that will decide the fate of that interview, pretty much, right? And if they don't know, I still give them a chance. Go home, study what we do. But you know how Vietnamese people are, right? Vietnamese people consider that as failure. They consider that as, oh, you don't want me to work for you. And they never come back, which is actually wrong. Because I'm giving you a chance to go home, study what we do before you commit, right? And oftentimes people see that as just failure. And they never spend the time to understand what our company does. They only fail in their own heads, right? So let's say they can say what our company does. Okay, you're in e-commerce, you do this, you do that, and I really like doing this because this is exactly what I want to do. And those are good things I want to hear. Oh, you know what our company does, and you really love to do that because you know this is the future and you want to do it. Okay, great, good job. But the next question I will pose to the candidate is that this job is hard. There's a lot of overtime. Everybody's under pressure, because we're a growing company. We want to make a big difference in e-commerce. Everybody's pushing hard. Everybody works late. Sometimes people even come in the weekend. I tell them the job is hard. It's hard work, but it's also rewarding because if you're successful, we'll pay you lots of bonuses. We reward you well, right? We tell them that. Good bonuses, good rewards, but it's hell. It's motherfucking hell. You're gonna work your ass off, and I'm gonna give you tons of pressure. And I tell them up front. I tell them that, and then I watch their face, and then, okay, yes, I can do that, right? Then that's not the right guy. That's not the right guy, right? That's not the right guy, because they cannot endure the hardship. They're just here for the easy job. They're just here for comfort. They're just here for an easy job, make basic salary, and go home and go to work at 9 and go home at 5, you know, they're not going to be invested in the company, right? So you tell them it's going to be hard and see what happens. And if they're like, well, I don't care, I don't mind, this is the company I want to work for, I don't mind how hard I work, I know this is where I can make a difference. If they say those words, I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna hire you right now. All right, okay, right? So but then most people don't do that. Most people quit when I say it's hard, and I never hear from them again, right? Because they don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to do the overtime. They don't want a difficult life. They just want easy. They just want an easy life where they do very little and, oh shit, this red light. They do very little and they get basic salary. But that's what most people want. Most people just want to do easy job. They just want easy job. They don't want to do anything hard, and they just want to get paid for a little bit for easy job, and so that they have time to go have coffee with friends and jack off and watch YouTube and TikTok. That's what most people, that's like 98% of the population of this world, right? I'm the 2%. I'm looking for people that are in that 2%, right? I want to look for hard workers, people with ambition that want to make a difference, want to change the world, right? Hey, let's do a I love that. That never gets old, man. So that's how I do my interviews, right? And most companies are not like that. Most companies, they'll tell you, this job is easy. It's not no pressure. It's easy. We don't do overtime. They will tell the employees it's easy, and then you give the employee the expectation that it's an easy job. And do you think that they're gonna put in their best if they think it's easy? No, right? So as an interviewer, I want to tell my candidate that it's hard, and I'm looking for candidates that are willing to do hard work. Let me tell you a story, all right? How I hired my CEO assistant, all right? Very few people know this because my CEO assistant is kind of good on the eye. She's slightly pretty. Many people will say she's pretty, but I don't think so. I think she has a witch nose, and I think she's like, ugh, all right? Okay? But my point here is, like, a lot of people, they gossip. They say, oh, Tom, you hired this girl because she's pretty and so on, right? But that's actually not true, because I interviewed at least 20 people for that role, like CEO assistant. And I did the same thing. I told them it's really, really hard. And nobody came back. But this one girl did. And now she's my assistant. I hope she's enjoying her job. I hope. I don't know. I guess time will find out. Take fucking action. Pass your interviews. And don't be a fucktard.